What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nasher. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close. and we are now 245 subs away from hitting 500 subs, and who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is this beautiful Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely incredible, you guys. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 85% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be down in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below, answering the question of the day, which is this. What would you consider to be the most overrated Yu-Gi-Oh deck in the current meta? Or actually, you know what? Actually, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. The question of the day is this: what would you consider to be the most overrated deck of all time? Let me know down in the comments below. And speaking of decks that could potentially be overrated, today's video we've got some brand new Goblin cards that have been revealed for Rage of the Abyss. Honestly, looking at this first card, I can easily tell you that it's not gonna be much of a good deck, to say the very least. I mean, technically it could, but it just depends on how the deck gets built. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna get straight into it. There are only 3 cards to talk about with this video, so let's get straight to it. The first one up is Badass Goblin Bikers. Yeah, that's what it's called, Badass Goblin Bikers. Knowing Konami in the TCG, they are not going to call it that, but that is perfectly okay. But it is a 6-star Dark Fiend with 2400 attack, 0 defense, and the second and third effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads if you control no monsters, or all monsters you control are goblins, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Second effect reads, reads, if this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Goblin from your deck. Third effect reads, if this card is sent to the grave, you can target one card on the field, attach it to your Goblin Xyz monster as material. So, Goblin Xyz, what are some Goblin Xyz that could be used in the game, in the deck? Give me 1 second. I am actually going on Nexus on my phone. Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna see what Goblin cards are in the game. Give me a second. Pick a random one. Add cards. Goblin. Okay. Okay, Goblin. Crow Goblin. Goblin Calligrapher. Toon Goblin Attack Force. Goblin Attack Force. Goblin Elite Attack Force. Goblin's Crazy Beast is the only Goblin card you can use, which is hilarious. I don't think I've ever talked about this card. I don't think I ever talked about this card. Rank 6, Dark Phoenix Xyz, 2700 attack, 0 defense, and requires 2 or more level 6 monsters. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you can target one spell or trap on the field, detach 2 materials from a monster on the field, and if you do, attach that target to this card as material. If a monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you could detach a material from this card instead. If this card is in your grave, you can special summon this card, then you can attach one Goblin monster from your grave to this card as material. You can only use this effect once per duel. Wow. Okay, so it's pretty decent, but to be fair though, you would literally need to have a way to you would literally need to have some way to regain board presence, I guess, if you will. Plus you could literally use this card, use badass as a way to fusion summon or something like that. Like say go into a Dark Gaia, if you will, which would be pretty hilarious, and then use this as material for that Goblin Xyz, and you're pretty much just off to the races from there, which is pretty cool in my honest opinion. But again, it's a bit too gimmicky in my opinion. But next up, we have Goblin Biker Grand Imprisonment, which is a quick play spell, and both of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads: tribute one monster, special summon one Goblin from your deck, but it cannot attack this turn. Second effect reads when a monster declares an attack, you can banish this card from your grave and detach any number of materials from your Goblin Xyz monsters. All face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1,000 attack for each material detached until the end of the turn. So, let's say, for example, your opponent has the Winged Dragon of Ra, and its attack points are like over 8,000. Guess what? You're gonna be dealing them a shit ton of damage, and it's their own fault. Enough said. Enough said. This card literally can literally force your opponent to rage quit right off the bat. It is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. But now we have one last card to talk about for today's video, and it is known as Goblin Biker Grand Crisis, which is a continuous trap, and both of its effects are a hard once per turn. Excuse me. And the first effect reads, you can target one goblin monster you control and one monster your opponent controls, or a goblin monster in your grave and a monster in your opponent's grave. Banish both. Basically double call by. Pretty just plain and simple. Second effect reads, you can send this face-up card from your spell and trap zone to the grave. Then target 5 of your banished goblin monsters with different names. Special summon them. Yeah, if you have a bunch of level 6 goblins, you can literally go into that Exceeds and just combo off from there. Excuse me. Anyway, special summon them, and just combo off from there, and your board would still be Dark Gaia, the Goblin Exceeds, plus like Appaloosa for 3, which is still a nasty board to deal with. You could even also go into Mass Hero Darklaw, which is pretty cool. But I will say the Goblin cards, they're a bit gimmicky. They're a bit too gimmicky, but I don't really think they're gonna have as much meta relevance as archetypes as decks like what's the deck? A Shizu Tier, Snake Eye, Rescue Waves. Those decks had a lot of meta relevance, and it took Konami months before they realized that a Shizu Tier was a cancer. And funny enough, if you can believe it, depending on how you build it in today's format, a Shizu Tier is still can actually still be viable. It's possible, but there would still be a lot of additions that you would need to make the deck really broken. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.